What up, y'all? I'm gonna answer this question. Question I've been getting a lot. Do you have to go to trucking school, an actual trucking school, in order to get your CDL to become a truck driver? And of course, that answer is no. You do not have to go to trucking school or a trucking school to get a CDL, Class A CDL license. Here's the thing. Most people go through trucking schools because trucking schools are usually the ones that have the trucks available to teach you all the things that you need to do, all the basics, I tell you, you need to get started out here. So there's always ways around that, right? Say, for instance, you have a buddy that drives, right? Or you have a buddy that has his own truck. He's an owner operator. You can actually get with him, ride with him. He can teach you the ropes. He can teach you everything you need to know. All the basics that a trucking school is going to teach you can be learned by riding with somebody that's already out here trucking. Because that's all you're doing anyway, right? When you go to these trucking schools, it's just basic knowledge. And I tell you that this is just what I get. I've never been to trucking school, so I won't tell you what you can get. With all my buddies that's gone to trucking school will tell you. They just teach you the basics, right? You know, they teach you the basics of driving these rigs, right? You're going to learn most of what you learn actually out here applying it, right? So if you got a buddy that's out here driving, that has his own truck, own operator, whatever it may be, you can actually ride with him. He can teach you everything you need to know. And you can go out, if you have the finances, to lease or purchase your own rig and get out there and start making money. Now, it's a heck of a commitment, right, to go and do it that way, right? And I mean, in going out and buy your rig. Everybody is not in the position to buy a rig. But for the ones that are and the ones that want to get out here, you don't have to go to the schools, right? What I'm hearing a lot of these schools would do is they will kind of lock you in working, a year or so, whatever it may be. I don't know exact numbers, but it's just for what a lot of guys are telling me, right? You go to this school, some you won't even have to pay them back if you drive for them for so long, right? And I don't know what it costs to go to trucking school. Google it. Like I said, I haven't gone. I started off buying my own rigs, right? I had a CDL. I got a CDL through the state back in about 11, 12 years ago, whenever the state was doing free CDL for any military veterans, right? I'm an Army veteran, so I went through the class. We literally used an automatic dump truck with a 40-foot flatbed trailer. That's how that was my combination. So that's how I got a Class A CDL. And it was an automatic truck, but I still don't have a restriction, right? But yeah, that's how I went about it. And I was dump trucking back in the days, right? So I had a couple dump trucks. So I wasn't driving. I had people driving for me. So I went that route to get the CDL, which I could have done in my own dump truck, but I thought it was something they knew I didn't, right? So I went through that class, and it was just basics of what you already know, right? So that's how I acquired a Class A CDL. From there, I bought a couple more dump trucks. Then I got rid of my dump trucks and I bought rigs, right? So I went out and bought me a rig. I didn't know how to drive a rig. I had never driven one, but I just watched YouTube videos, right? I got on watch a couple weeks of videos bagging up, right? I already knew how to drive forward. I knew how to do the combination from the military. I used to drive a Humvee in the military and pull the trailer, but I didn't have CDL for it, nor did I need one to do that. But I had never driven a rig, so after I got my CDL, I ended up driving a dump truck after I bought another one, and I moved over to the rigs, right? Got rid of my dump trucks, came into the rigs, and pretty much learned on my own. Watched backup videos. I went out, bought a rig, started driving. So that's how I got into trucking. And I own 5 rigs now. 5 rigs, 3 trailers. So you really don't have to go to trucking school to get a CDL or to get in the game. Like I say, this what I'm telling you guys here is, anybody can. It ain't no secret, right? It's not a secret, but it's a thing about, you just don't know what you don't know, right? So if you don't know this, you wouldn't think of it, but get with your buddy, especially if you're not working now. If you have the time, get with a guy that that drives trucks, right? Get on the road with him. If he's across country and want to go, get with somebody that goes local, right? Or just don't ride with him all the time. Spend a week with him, but whatever it is, get out there and put in the time to do what you want to do. If you don't think the school route is the way you want to go. Now, I'm sure that there are benefits from going through the school, right? With just giving you all the terminology and all the other stuff in trucking, and like I say, that's something you can learn on your own. Or in access, just the access to the trucks and all that other stuff. But you don't have to go through a school, and I'm not saying it'll hurt you if you do. Get in however you need to get in, but you don't have to go to school. Peace.